Hello again, YouTubers and Pokemon fans! While we did not succeed on our Pokemon hunt for what we set out for in one of yesterday's videos, we do now have such things in hand. We've got the mythical Magearna, mythical Volcanion box in hand. I'll be up with those tomorrow in a video. Today though, we've got the Sun and Moon theme decks. So we're gonna open up each of these in this video, show you what's inside, get our first hands-on taste here of Sun and Moon. So won't waste too much time, we'll get right into it here. First one here featuring Decidueye is Forest Shadow theme deck. And there is the deck list if you want to pause and see or anything. Because the cards won't be in order inside, so it's kind of harder to figure out how many of each there is. It says your adventure in a new region starts now. Moving through the trees with ultimate stealth, Decidueye. This hard striking deck paints a target on your foe and hits the bullseye. Take aim with the Forest Shadow theme deck. You got Pinsir and Kangaskhan there as well. And Pinsir. And yep, they are indeed in the deck. I believe each of these has very similar, if not identical lists as far as the trainers go. But we'll still, of course, here open up each of them and show you how it all looks. So, package, same as usual here. So let me get some stuff out here carefully. Alright, I mainly want to see where that code was because I do want to redeem these online and actually have them on PCGO. So I'm not going to be able to give that out, but we'll be redeeming those and possibly using these theme decks then on PTGO, probably within our live streams on twitch.tv/ThePokeCapital. Speaking of which, when this video goes live, we might be live streaming right now. So if you want to come on over and then watch this video later or whatever works, that's up to you. But we should be streaming on PTGO about when this video goes live, I believe. So there's the Hollow Decidueye. And you also get the starting Pokemon Rowlet as a beautiful green coin there. I don't know if I'm going to be getting a lot of these in blisters, in like just basic silver coins like we did Chespin and Fennekin and Froakie, which those coins have been around forever it feels like, but we'll see what happens. You can see here though, this card all centered already, much higher or wider top border than bottom border, but it is what it is. It looks like there's some like extra texture, like not texture, but like it's not a monotone color. There's like different splashes of different like tones of green. If that makes sense. Different shades of green, I guess, makes more sense. Let's see. We won't show all this stuff in every one, obviously, because it'll all be the same. But take a little look here. So what's new in the Pokemon trading card game Sun and Moon expansion? Pokemon GX. That's a main point for starters there. With GX attacks, you can only use one GX attack per game. Not per GX Pokemon, per game total. You also have Alolan Pokemon. You'll find some familiar Pokemon with a new look in the Alola region. These are known as Alolan Pokemon. Note that Alolan is part of the Pokemon's name. This means that Alolan Persian can only evolve from Alolan Meowth, not from Meowth. Also, you can have up to 4 Persian and up to 4 Alolan Persian in your deck if you wish. I'm sorry if it's hard to see the light, the brightness of the lights on white paper doesn't work out the greatest, but special rules for GX. You can only use a 1 GX attack per game. You still get 2 prizes if you knock one out, etc., etc. Incinerator and Incinerator GX have different names. You can have 4 of those in your deck if you wish. Notice that Primarina GX evolves from Brionne. I gotta learn all these enunciations. I have 1 episode left of the XYZ anime, which won't air in English until Saturday, and then I'll start working on Sun and Moon as they release in America in English at least. But I'll hopefully learn some enunciations through that, some pronunciations as well. So this means that you can evolve Brionne into Primarina or Primarina GX. The choice is up to you. But it'd be kind of weird to have, say, 4 Litleo, 4 Torcat, is that what the... again, I've said it in stream stuff, I haven't played Sun and Moon because I simply don't have time to play the games. I want to play the games, I just don't find the time, but... So let's use an example. You're not gonna have 4 Popplio, 4 Brionne, 4 Primarina, and 4 Primarina GX. That just wouldn't work very well. You might have like 5 Primarinas total if you really, really wanted to. Like 3 GXs and 2 of the stage 2, not GX or vice versa. Something like that, but other than that, I mean, it's not gonna happen. New rules for burned Pokemon. The special condition burned works a little differently as of Sun and Moon. Between turns, put 2 damage counters on a burned Pokemon. Then, that Pokemon's owner flips a coin. If heads, remove the special condition burned from that Pokemon. Note that this rule applies anytime a Pokemon is burned, even if the special condition is caused by a card from an earlier expansion. So before, you flip a coin in between turns. If tails, you took 20 damage. Now you take 20 damage for sure, and you flip to see if you become unburned. So, very interesting. Burn is basically like being double poisoned, except with a way of getting out of it. And then here is the Sun and Moon card list. I'm not gonna like read all the cards or anything, but this should be online as well, but I'll kind of just skim through this here so you can kind of see, pause if you need to. Then you can see what's all in there. Secret rares aren't included on this list, but secret rares have been spoiled, basically. An energy card, 163 of 149, has been found online. So there should be 14 secret rares in the set. Now we've got the playmats here, which always hard to like show you guys, but let me see what I can do here for you. Well, let me show you what I can do here for you. I know there'll be some glare, but this is the best I can do. Just put it on the floor in front of me here. So you got all 3 starters right there. You got a yellow side and a blue side, pretty much. Pretty basic. Usually you find like the feature Pokemon decks on there, but we got 3 decks. Kind of surprised the stage 2s aren't on there, but they want to promote the basics as much as possible, probably. Now on the back side here, you have Pokemon trading card game rules. So if you're new to the game, you need to learn how to play. You'll find hopefully everything you need to know on the back of this playmat. Not going to review that right now, but just want to let you guys know that that is there for you if you need it. So I'm just going to slide that to the side there. I'll fold that up in a bit. And then last but not least, before we get to the actual cards, is our counters sheet of cardboard here. We've got 8 10s, a 50, 100, a burn marker, no poison marker. We have a GX counter. So, oh, I did not realize you actually get 2 of these, unless that's like an error. Okay, so the burn marker is poison on back, so that's handy. And the GX marker is so that players can keep track of whether or not they've used a GX move that turn. So you start the game with GX face up. If you use up the GX attack, then you flip it over, so that signifies that you don't have a GX attack available to you in the game. So that is that. I'm sorry that introduction is so long, but I'll go over all the nuances, all the new stuff there in detail. The actual cards here, probably, well, I don't know how fast we'll go. We'll see. We'll see. But let's see, we got a feud reverse. So there's a look at the new basic energy. It's also been revealed every booster pack of Sun and Moon base set will have 11 cards, with the 11th card being a basic energy. There is no set symbol or set numbering on here, so question remains if, the next Sun and Moon set and each Sun and Moon set thereafter, if those have 10 cards or 11 cards and an energy, and if we'll just always have an energy in booster packs moving forward. That remains to be seen, but for now, we will get 11 cards in every booster pack with 1 being an energy. So there's 4 of the energies. Now we've got Rowlet, Kangaskhan. Not going to read all these cards too, because you guys can pause and read them probably if you want. The ones I think are more important that I know of offhand, I'll try to point out, but other than that, you can pause, read your leisure. You can find the scans online and stuff too. So I'll give you a quick look here at the cards. Parasect, which is a rare, Boundsweet, Grass Energy, Surskit, Spinda with Teeter Punch, Energy, Pinsir is an uncommon, Roof Flame, and Guillotine. Shinotic? I have no idea how to pronounce that one. Hopefully that appears in the anime early on. I can learn how to pronounce that one because I don't have any clue. That is a rare. Illuminate. Once during your turn before your attack, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. That is a stage 1. So that will help you set up your grass Pokemon. Not that they need more support, because they already have Force Giant plans to help them evolve more quickly, but still is a thing. Nest Ball. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. So it works kind of like Bridget, only it's not a supporter, and it's for 1 Pokemon instead of up to 3. We've got a Paris, Energy, Fomantis with Synthesis and Leafage, Pikapak with Rock Smash, How, draw 3 cards, so it's a new Tierno, a new Cherin. I think those are the only cards that drew 3, I think. Might be missing 1, I don't know. Maybe. Decidueye, non-foil with Leaf Blade and Brave Bird. So there's the non-holo rare. There's the Broken Glass foil treatment version as well. Energy, Morlull with Flickering Spores and Ram. Trumbeak with Bullet Seed. Big Malasada, heal 20 damage and remove a special condition from your active Pokemon. So it's kind of like Potion. Heals less damage, but it gets rid of a special condition as well. Timer Ball, flip 2 coins. Heads, search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So on average, you'll get 1. On half the time, you'll get 1. 25% of the time, you'll get none. 25% of the time, you'll get 2. On average, you'll get 1 evolution Pokemon each time you play Timer Ball, on average, in the long run. Rowlet, Grass Energy, Dartrix, the stage 1 of Rowlet here. Sharp Blade Quill does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Leaf Blade 50, plus 20 more with the heads. Energy Retrieval gets a reprint. Pinsir with Roof Flame and Guillotine. Just give you one more look there at the trainers, kind of like the new layout of it. Take it all in, take it all in. You can play as many item cards as you like during your turn, is what it says down there. So now Pinsir, Grass Energy, Lily, the supporter. You may play only 1 supporter card during your turn before your attack. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. And there's Potion, heal 30. And I just realized, are all the cards off center? Not quite. A lot of them are though. The more recent ones here, top edge is like that Broken Glass mirror Decidueye foil there. Off-centered, but hopefully one day quality control will get better with centering, with, you know, the backs having white on the edge, especially of ultra rares, fresh from packs, stuff like that. But you know. It's all ones we've seen before. Timer Ball, Surskit, Pika Pack, Grass Energy, Spinduff, Fomantis, Professor Kukui, supporter. Draw 2 cards. During this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's got the old school Bill in there, and it's also got a 1-turn Muscle Band built in as well. Basically, it's a superior version of Giovanni's Scheme, kind of making Giovanni's Scheme obsolete. Grass Energy, Nest Ball, Morlull, Energy, Trumbeak, Rowlet, Ultra Ball reprint, which is also going to be a secret rare in gold. Give you guys another chance at a gold Ultra Ball for those that want one, that didn't want to fork over, $200 or whatever the Plasma Freeze one had been going for. Energy and another Dartrix. All right. So I think that actual deck took more like 5 minutes. Hopefully these next ones take a little bit less time. Let me do a jump cut here, get all the packing for you. How about that? Oh man. Okay, so there's 2 coins in this one. One was hiding behind the deck, so that's pretty cool. I didn't do a magic trick, did not do a magic trick, but we got 2 Litten coins. So that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I'll always like, bonus surprises like that. Never hurts, never hurts. So I didn't do a full cut there, but oh well. So there's the Incineroar. 160 HP, Fire Fane does 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Darkest Lariat does 100 times. Flip 2 coins, 100 for each head. So it could do 0. Could do 0 1 out of 4 times. It will do 0. And FYI, this is called Roaring Heat. There is the deck list for those that want to see it. And Ken says, your adventures in a new region start now. Explode with the fiery power of Incineroar. Add fuel to the fire with a fast-burning, fast-punching team built of pure power and aggression. Throw it all into the fight with the Roaring Heat theme deck. And you also get Passimian and Oranguru in there, which are a couple of cards that might see some competitive play. So are good cards to be getting in there as well. And well, this time we got 1 sheet. So in the first theme deck, we had extra sheet of counters. And then the second theme deck here, we got an extra coin. Maybe the Primarina will have 2 of this sheet or something. Or maybe we'll have 2 Primarina foil cards there. Who knows? Who knows? But there's the look at the deck box. And let's crack in here. And I didn't really read the Decidueye. I apologize. The Decidueye, 140 HP, Leaf Blade 30 plus, 30 more if you get ahead. So it could do 60 for just 1 energy. Brave Bird is 120 and does 20 damage to itself. Weak to fire, and retreat cost is 1. Alright, so there's the new fire energy, times a few. We got Sandygast. Shore up! Attach a fighting energy card for your discard pile to this Pokemon. So some energy acceleration. And fighting energy, so this is a fighting fire deck if you didn't realize. Torkoal, Singe. Active Pokemon is now burned. And I think it's the first time we've had new Pokemon cards that can burn in a long time. Like, before this set comes out and becomes legal, I don't think you can burn. You can't burn in the standard format, I'm pretty sure. So, it's kind of odd seeing Pokemon that can burn again. We got Litten, Timer Ball, Makuhita with Surprise Attack and Strength. 2 or 40 in a basic. I mean, there's worse. There is worse. Roggenrola, Smackdown does 20. And if the opponent has fighting resistance, it does 50 more damage. So it would do 70 minus 20, so it would do 50 for 2 if they're resistant. Ultra Ball, Professor Kukui. Each of these will get faster because you get a lot of repeats in the trainers and such. Stuffle, Tackle, 2 for 30. Boldore, Headbutt, 2 for 30. Rock Curl, 50. How again? Torracat, Fury Swipes, 20 times the number of heads, flipping 3 coins. Flamethrower is 90 and discarded energy for 3. Lily again, Timer Ball again, Crabrawler with Punch and Crab Hammer, an Upside Down Potion. Oh, that's right side up there though. Oh, it'd be really cool. Fire Energy, Passimian, here we go. 110 hit point, basic fighting Pokemon. For 1 energy, Flame. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And then for 2 colorless, Team Play, 10 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your benched Passimians. So if you've got 3 Passimian on your bench, you do 100 damage for a double colorless energy. Or 2 fighting or 2 of anything for that matter. So that could get interesting. That is an uncommon card, so it'll be easy to get as well, but might see some decks that utilize Passimian. Nest Ball, Fighting Energy, Energy Retrieval, Litten, a Torkoal again, Energy, Roggenrola, all stuff we've seen already, Boldore, Torracat, Big Malasada again, just fun to say, Malasada. Incineroar, Beware with 130 HP, Bear Hug does 40, the defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn, and Superpower does 80 plus. You may do 40 more damage. If you do 20 to yourself. Sandygast again. There's Palisand, 130 HP with the ability Wall of Sand. This Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. And then Absorb Vitality. For 4 energy, it does just 50, but heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. I don't think that's gonna see any play, and for retreat cost is pretty beefy as well. If it did, maybe, I don't know how much damage to do to be relevant, but 130 HP, it's reduced it by 20, I mean, 150 damage attack is still gonna one-hit knock it out. Doesn't matter how much you heal at that point if they're Okoing you, but that is a rare though. Stuffle, Crabrawler, Fire Energy, Torracat, Passimian again, How, Fighting Energy, there's the Oranguru, and a Litten. So, Oranguru is a rare, 120 hit points with the ability, which is the important part here, Instruct. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. So it's a basic, it's not an EX, it's not a GX, it's a 1 prize Pokemon, and it's a way you can draw some cards. It's a weaker version of Octillery, but again, it's a basic, so that is obviously makes it a lot easier to get into play. And it's got 120 hit points, so it can survive some hits as well, especially while it's on your bench if they don't lie standard out. And then the attack Psychic for 3 energy does 60 plus. This attack does 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it can actually do a decent amount of damage if you're facing, an energy-heavy deck. I mean, if you're facing a Snorlax GX with 5 energy on it, it does 160. Still not going to one-hit knock out the Snorlax, but that's still a pretty big dent. Pretty big dent. All right, last deck here, Primarina. It is Bright Tide. There is the deck list. You can see there it includes Cloyster and Togedemaru? Something like that. And so, again, your adventures in a new region start now, and the previous 2 times as well. Pokédex number 730. 730. That's a lot of Pokemon. Light up the waters and overwhelm your foe with Primarina. Combine water and lightning and send your Pokemon team surging through howling storms with the Bright Tide theme deck. So let's just rip right in here. I'm not going to save the decks, or the deck boxes, whatever you want to call those, the packaging. Let's see. Do we get any bonus surprises this time? any bonus surprises this time. We've got one card, we've got one coin, we've got one of that, we've got one of that, and no bonus surprises this time? Come on, you set my expectations high, Pokemon. You gave me an extra coin, an extra damage counter sheet. Primarina, not giving us any extra goodies though. But Primarina itself, 150 hit points. So the starters have 140, 150, and 160 for the stage 2s. The starting voice does 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Sparkling Aria does 100. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. And then there is the Poplio coin. Very cute, very cute. So let's give you a look here at all 3 coins at once. Doesn't matter the order, but there you go. There they all are in one single shot, one single view. Nice and shiny and colorful. So we got 4 coins total, so we got the 2 Littens. Very nice. And then we got the deck box. If anyone cares about the actual deck box, I don't know. And then we've got, put that aside, water, energy. Water, water, water. Chinchou, searching light, look at one of your face down prize cards. Okay. And Electro Ball, 3 for 30. That's not so good. That is not so good. Another Nest Ball. Poplio, Pound and Water Gun. I think all the starters in these were 70 HP. Maybe one was 60. I'm not sure, but they all had attack 1 for 10, 2 for 20. Pretty basic, pretty basic. There's Togedemaru, which is a common. Defense Curl and Discharge. Discard all electric energy from this Pokemon. Does 30 damage for each card you discarded this way. So you could actually do, well, not infinite damage. I mean, the most you could do is, what? You got 6, you got 1 prize left, and no cards in deck. You could have 1, 2, could what, have 58 energy? So 58 times 30 is the most damage you could possibly do. I guess. And then times 2 if they're weak. Lantern, Confuse Ray, active Pokemon is now confused. Aqua Spark, if this Pokemon has any water energy attached to it, this attack does 60 more damage, so it can do 120 for 3. Shelter, or Shelter! Just 1 for 10, and a very big ton there. Thinks it's a Lickiton or a Licky or something, I guess. There's the Cloyster, doubles the HP to 120. Headlock does 30 plus, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Guard Press does 80. And during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. That is a rare. Corsola, Call for Family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. That won't be a bad card to have in pre-release, especially in that limited format to help you get Pokemon out of your deck and thin your deck to draw into other things. Got Golduck. You know what that means, guys. You know what that means. Scratch and Double Jet. Discard up to 2 water energy cards from your hand. Does 60 damage for each card discarded in this way. So you can do 120 for 1 energy attached and 2 discarded. A Wingull with Roost. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. It can't retreat during your next turn. Potion. Energy. Togedemaru. And yes, Psyduck with Confusion Wave. Both active Pokemon are now confused. Retreat cost of 2. Look at that Psyduck. Oh, Psyduck, I love you. I love you. Tire Ball. Energy. Lillipup with Work Up. During your next turn, this Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage. And Bite can then do 40, I guess. Not a big deal. Spearow with Peck Bugs. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Grass Pokemon, it does 30 more. So you can do 40 for 1 to Grass. 40 for 1 to Grass. Herdier with the ability Treasure Hunt, Stage 1. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve on your Pokemon during your turn, you may put an item card from your discard pile into your hand. So that could be handy. It is a Stage 1, so don't know if that will work in many, if any, decks, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Energy, Primarina, Non-Foil, Brionne, Wave Splash, 2 for 30. Disarming Voice, 50 for 3. And your opponent's active is confused. So the Stage 1 and Stage 2 both have Disarming Voice. Brionne actually does more damage, but it takes 1 more energy, so it's kind of interesting. I suppose they're not like the other way around or something, but oh well. Water, How, Poplio, Chinchou, Nest Ball, Energy Retrieval, Lillipup, Lily, Psyduck again, 2 Psyducks, 1 deck. Corsola, Shelter, Friskakui, Ultra Ball, Tire Ball, anything else new? Wingull, Herdier, How, Brionne, Spearow, Potion, and Poplio. So yeah, that's all the different stuff then. So that's what you can get in each of the 3 Sun and Moon theme decks. Our website, thepokecapital.com, is currently under construction. but hopefully we'll have that up and running soon. When we do, we'll probably have these theme decks on the website for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. And like I said, we should be live streaming right when this video goes live, I think. Otherwise, just head over twitch.tv/CPokeCapital, and if we're not streaming, still follow, get notified from when we do stream. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at like 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern. We might change it to 5 p.m. Eastern. We have been 6 p.m. Eastern, but we'll see how that goes. And tomorrow, we've got Foreign Friday for Pokemon Box Daily with a Japanese, probably, booster box of Pokemon cards. And we'll also be opening up both of the new Mythical Collection boxes, Magearna and Volcanion. So there'll be a 10 booster pack opening with a whole bunch of promo card goodness. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this, or you just want to see more coming up and all that stuff, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Rock smash that like button to help show your support. Visit thepokecapital.com again, relaunching ASAP. You can still see the progress, but we're working on it. And yeah, hope to see you on Twitch and in our future videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Pokemon goodness.